The humble spud, a beginner's delight. There's nothing quite like the taste of a homegrown potato. Freshly dug from the earth, they have a flavor and texture unmatched by shop-bought spuds. The best part? Potatoes are easy to grow even for beginners. Potatoes are a rewarding crop for gardeners of all skill levels. They are relatively low maintenance and can be grown in a variety of conditions. Whether you have a large garden or a small patio, you can enjoy the satisfaction of harvesting your own delicious potatoes. This step-by-step guide will provide you with all the information you need to plant, grow, and harvest your own bumper crop of potatoes. From choosing the right variety to harvesting your first early potatoes, we'll cover everything you need to know, so let's get started. Timing is everything. When to plant your potatoes. Planting at the right time is crucial for successful potato growing. Potatoes need a frost-free period to grow and produce tubers. The best time to plant varies depending on your climate. As a general rule, plant your potatoes around 2 to 3 weeks after the last expected frost in your area. This is typically in early spring. You can consult a local gardening calendar or ask at your local garden center for more specific advice. Before planting, check the soil temperature. Potatoes thrive in soil that has warmed to at least 45 degrees Fahrenheit or 7 degrees Celsius. You can use a soil thermometer to check the temperature. If the soil is too cold, your potatoes will be slow to sprout and may even rot. Preparing for success. Choosing and cutting your seed potatoes. You wouldn't plant a whole tomato, would you? The same principle applies to potatoes. Instead of planting whole potatoes, we use seed potatoes. These are not seeds in the traditional sense, but rather small potatoes or pieces of larger potatoes that have eyes or sprouts. Choose certified disease-free seed potatoes from a reputable supplier. Look for varieties that are well suited to your climate and taste preferences. Some popular varieties include King Edward, Charlotte, and Maris Piper. Once you have your seed potatoes, it's time to chit them. Chitting is simply the process of encouraging the potatoes to sprout before planting. To chit your potatoes, place them in a bright, cool spot for a few weeks. This will help them develop strong, healthy shoots. Section 4. Planting time. Giving your potatoes the perfect start. Now that your seed potatoes are chitted and ready to go, it's time to get them in the ground. Choose a sunny spot in your garden with well-drained soil. Potatoes prefer slightly acidic soil with a pH of 5.5 to 6.5. Dig trenches about 6 inches deep and 2 feet apart. Place your seed potatoes at the bottom of the trenches, with the sprouts facing upwards. Space them about 12 inches apart. Cover the potatoes with soil, leaving the trenches open. As the potato plants grow, you will gradually fill in the trenches with more soil. This is called hilling, and helps to protect the developing potatoes from sunlight, which can turn them green and bitter. And Section 5. Caring for your crop. Watering, hilling, and harvesting. Potatoes need regular watering, especially during dry spells. Water deeply and consistently, aiming to keep the soil moist but not waterlogged. Overwatering can lead to rot, so it's important to find the right balance. As your potato plants grow taller, continue to fill in the trenches with soil. This process, called hilling, helps to support the plants and encourage more potatoes to develop. Hill your potatoes every couple of weeks or whenever you see the shoots emerging from the soil. After about 10 weeks, you can start to harvest your first early potatoes. These are the small, tender potatoes that form at the base of the plant. Carefully dig around the plants to find the potatoes, being careful not to disturb the roots of the main crop. Harvest your main crop potatoes when the plants die back naturally, usually in late summer or early autumn. Leave the potatoes to dry in the sun for a few hours before storing them in a cool, dark place. Congratulations, you've grown your own delicious potatoes.